bitch. All right. Got a couple of people in here. Sorry, it's been a little laggy. If y'all heard me cussing, that's why. Waiting on Crypto MacGyver to get in here too. He is on the way. He may be a couple minutes late, but he will be joining us. Got a lot to talk about, you guys. Give me a comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. What's up, Slantana? What's that name? What is up? What is up? What is up, people? Sorry about that audio there. Got a new mic and kind of have to duck like a jerk here. So, but if this is your first time, make sure you smash the channel like. Make sure you follow us on X, the Crypto Remora. We got a lot to talk about. Crypto MacGyver will be joining us, like I said, in a few minutes. I believe he's getting his son right now, but markets had a nice bounce back. Everything's looking a little bit healthier. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we going to fall again? Are we going to drop? Are we going back to the 48 to 58K range that I've been screaming about? Or is this it? Is October actually here? Because, you know, here we are. We went through that dip, World War III, getting a bounce back. And at the time of streaming right now, we are looking fairly good. We were at 64. 2.3 trillion market cap. So we're right at $64,000 Bitcoin, $2,500 ETH. But there's a lot of stuff I want to look at. I want to look at the total global market cap. I want to see how much money's in crypto. Is it staying in crypto? We're going to look at some GMX stuff while we're waiting on Wes, which is on Arbitrum. Again, that's a good way that I like to do to when I'm not trading. Excuse me. When I'm not trading, I like to, if the market's going sideways, I like to get into liquidity pools. I'm going to show you guys a little bit on how to do that if you don't already know. Very, very easy using two Arbitrum protocols, GMX and Camelot. So yeah, let's dive right on in. I guess what we'll do is I'm going to share my screen over here. There we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, being that, the market's going sideways, we're not doing anything else. We're not trading right now because we're still waiting. This is me personally. I'm not trading right now because I want to see us go up to the 72K range. I want to see us get a little closer to that, and then I'm going to go ape shit long. Okay. But until I see that happen in a bounce off of 72K and going back up, the insane moon boy run doesn't start until that line. Me and Wes have both said that till we're blue in the face. We both agree with that. You could do trades in the meantime, but you kind of need to be glued to your computer a little bit or set your stop losses and all that kind of stuff. That's a different style of trading. So what I like to do in these sideways markets or indecisive, slightly indecisive markets, liquidity pools. So I'm going to show you the first one on Arbitrum that's easiest to use. It's Camelot. I've been using Camelot for years now, at least 2 years, I believe. And GMX. These are my two favorites. They're two Arbitrum OG projects. They're reliable. They're trustworthy. They've been around. I don't think they've ever crashed. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've never had a problem with either one. Sometimes it'll get laggy if the network's really busy, but that's like the worst. It's not like you're going to have a Solana type thing going on. So what I like to do here, and you don't have to do this. Let's say you got a little ETH in your wallet, you got some coins in your wallet, and you want to do some staking, some very simple staking on GMX. So the easiest way I found to do it is, and it's so cheap, it's less than a penny. You want to get, let's say you want to get the GMX token so you can go to GMX. So I have two tabs open. I have Camelot right here, which you can do LPs on, and I do have LPs in here. Earning, that's LPs. Basically, you guys are new. You're taking 2 coins of equal value. So let's say you got 50 cents of ETH, you got 50 cents of USDC. It has to be equal pairs. So you put 50 cents, and it doesn't have to be a certain amount. It could be any amount you want as long as they're equal pairs. Okay. So what you do is you take 50 cents of one coin, 50 cents of another coin, you enter it into a pool. Once you put it in the pool, you get rewards. You can see this one's only got 15 bucks in a very small pool, earning 109 APR. That's per year. But so you can see over a couple days, you're already earning some change here, which is freaking awesome just for having small amounts of stuff. Like I said, if you're trading small amounts, you only got 10, 20 bucks, 30 bucks here. Don't get discouraged. Start small, learn what you're doing. And that way, when you do get bigger, you get more money, then you know how to do this. You feel comfortable doing these things. That's the best way to start. I mean, I'm still doing small amounts. I'm not a whale. So for me, okay, and the screen just refreshed. Actually, I've got $2.89 pending rewards, which is a little bit better. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, out of 15 bucks, you're earning $3. I mean, you can't do that in a bank. So let's just say you got 15, 20 bucks. You could still earn this. You're not going to do that with a money market account or your savings account in your bank. It's not going to happen. So I'll get into this in a minute with liquidity pools on Camelot because I do use Camelot. I love it. But for right now, we're only going to use the swap feature on Camelot because they support all the major coins. So on this tab, as you can see, I'm at app.gmx.io. And this is where we're going to stake our GMX. But right now, let's say we don't have any GMX in our wallet. I have some staked here, but I don't have any in my actual wallet right now. So what I'm doing is I'm going to Camelot, app.camelot exchange. I'm going to do a swap there. So I'm not going to swap ETH, DMT. We could do something with that. Let's see here. The ARB. Let's just do a little easy swap. We're not going to do nothing crazy. We're going to swap a little ETH for GMX because we need GMX to stake over on GMX. So I'm going to put 0.0005, which is a very small amount. Okay, that's $1. Let's get a little crazy. let's do a $5 swap. So we're going to do about $5 worth of ETH, right? It shows you 495, 492. That's only because of transaction costs. That's about what you're getting. So we're going to swap a little bit of ETH for a little bit of GMX. We're going to hit swap. It's simple enough. These are your numbers of percentage of ETH. If you guys are brand new, you got to get familiar with these numbers. 0.007 generally is around $20. So anything less than that is going to be, but you don't have to hit the swap button. You can enter in the numbers and adjust it accordingly, and it'll tell you the dollar amount right here. Just don't hit the swap button until you're ready. So if you wanted to change it, you could go 0.001. It'll be a little less than $5. It'd be $2.50. 0.0015. Tweak it to get the exact amount you want to use. And then see right there's 371. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go back to 0.002, which should be around $5. It is. So we're going to hit swap. So it's asking you right here, do you want to swap ETH for GMX? Yes, we want to do that. Swapping. Then it's going to open up your wallet. It's going to ask for permission. And since I'm still using the dinosaur that is MetaMask, it's going to ask to confirm a bunch of crap. I just use MetaMask still just because I've always used it, and I haven't switched over yet. I will eventually switch over. If you guys have been crypto, this is probably going to be boring as shit if you've already been in crypto a while, but this is for any of the noobs out there watching. Okay, so there we go. So an estimated fee, I'll click on this edit button if the market's crazy, and I will double click this because you could see if you want the trade to go by super fast, it'll be 8 cents. If you want it to go by market speed, it'll be 6 cents. If you want it slow, 5 cents. So I'm just going to go with market. Market's not too crazy right now, but technically speaking, this is a little high for Arbitrum. 5 cents is a little bit expensive for Arb. Arb is usually around a penny or less. So there must be some movement going on right now on Arbitrum. There must be some movement going on Ethereum because a 4 or 5 cent trade is actually expensive, quote unquote, for Arbitrum. But if you try to do that same trade right there I just did on Ethereum, they would charge you over $200 probably, like astronomical. It wouldn't even be worth the trade. You couldn't do it for $5. They would try to charge you like $1,500 for that swap. So anyway, we just swapped some ETH for some GMX. Okay, now we have GMX in our wallet, right? So we're going to go back to GMX, which is app.gmx.io. I can put the links in the description or put them in the chat for you guys. So now that we have some, as you can see, I already have some staked where it says staked. I already have 6.02 GMX staked right now. And this is what it's earning. Where's it at? 8.31%. Again, better than a bank account. This is like what high-paying bank accounts paid you in the 80s. So those 6 GMX are already staked, but as you can see where it says wallet, that's what we just swapped, $4.89. So that's 0.22 of a GMX. So less than a quarter of a GMX. So what we want to do now, there's a button right there that says stake. Okay, not like Gensler, S-T-E-A-K. There's Crypto MacGyver. Okay, it's not stake, S-T-E-A-K. It's S-T-A-K-E. Fucking Gensler. Go ahead, jump in, Wes.
What up, man?
He's
Hey,
dying over the
timing,
Gensler
man.
steak. That's not steak. Okay.
I just really enjoy your impression of
Dude,
Gensler,
that little
man. It's
weasel,
my favorite.
dude.
It's
Such
my
a
favorite.
weasel. we got Crypto MacGyver in the house. In the new house? Are we in the new house today?
Yeah, in the new place, man. It's loving it, dude. The kids out of school today.
Dude, let me see that background.
Yeah.
Let me see that background. What you got going on, man? Let me see that view.
That's the waterway.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
And I'm sure you'll see some pissed off golfers here in a second.
Dude, that is.
I'm outside talking.
We're gonna blow that screen up in a second. Let me just get through this button real quick. I want to see that background. But guys, just to wrap this section up because we got a lot to talk about. This is the button, S-T-A-K-E, not stake. Hit that, and it'll tell you your amount that's in your wallet. We're gonna click all of it. Hit that button right there, and it's that simple. It'll ask to confirm in your wallet. And then, so what we just basically did, we're playing with small amounts of money. We took $5 out of a wallet. We swapped it on Camelot, and then we went to GMX, and now we're staking it. We're going to earn that interest. So if you got money on the sidelines and you don't want to be trading for whatever reason, or you just got a little extra and you want to trade with some and you want to earn interest with some, this is a quick, easy way to do it on Arbitrum. And I've been using, me and Wes both have been using both of these platforms for like 2 years now, at least. So
at least 2 years.
At least 2 years. So I'm gonna hit confirm, and that's it, guys. I mean, you're really hitting 3 buttons. You're swapping. You know, you're confirming if you count that as a button. It's really within 3 clicks. You're earning interest. So if you say, "Oh, I don't want to go on DeFi. I don't want to use. I don't know how to do it. I don't." Just get off your ass. It's not that hard. It's a website. You know, the wallet is the hardest part. Sending Ethereum to your wallet is the hardest part. If you can get past that part, I promise, if you get past that part, when you go to these websites, all of them are generally the same. They all have a stake button. They all have, they all generally work the same way. Liquidity pools across all blockchains pretty much work the same way. You have equal sides of a pair. You click a couple buttons and now your shit's earning interest. It's worth taking the step and doing this and learning how to do it and getting confident doing it. And likewise, if you want to unstake, the button's right there. You just do it in reverse. You would pull all that out. So it's not like your money's locked away forever. If you need to get to it right now, if I wanted to get to it right now, I'd hit unstake. It would go back in my wallet like that. So if you're wondering. But yeah, that's enough on the liquidity pools. We got a lot to talk about, man. I was just doing that while we were waiting on you. And let's bring up that background, Wes. Let's see what we're looking at here. I want to see what we're looking at.
Yeah, man.
Show me that view one more time, brother.
It's right on the waterway, man. Right on the waterway. Got the golf course right there, bro. Yeah, and let me tell you, man,
Disney World over there, man. Shit,
I'm happy, man. Liam,
that is nice, dude.
So, yeah, man. So we're here. It was furnished. Everything came with it, man. Like as far as utilities and stuff. So it's just one lump sum every month, and I love it, man. I love it so far, man.
Dude, that is peaceful. That looks really peaceful. That looks cool as hell. Liam's going to love that. It's a lot less crazy than your last situation. Thank God.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That guy was an asshole.
Yeah, he was, dude. Yeah, he was. And I still don't know what's going to happen with that. I'm trying to plug this in. Hold on. There we go. All right. Yeah, and I still don't know what's going on with that, dude. Like where they're at on the investigation. I haven't had any updates. Crypto Home, what's up, man? Crypto Homes, Slamtana. Who's Slamtana? I love the name.
I don't know, but that's a dope ass name, dude.
Slamtana.
All right, cool, Tana in the house.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of Arbitrum and the liquidity pools and stuff, Fluid is one that I've been playing around on. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I just staked my Arbitrum in Fluid. I think I did like 1,000 Arbitrum or something, but apparently it's supposed to be an airdrop coming up too. And
nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's pretty big, man. A lot of people the lock liquidity is good, everything's good. The builders, the team is solid. So Fluid is a good one too, man. If any of you guys are into staking and doing some LP positions or whatever.
Well, that's a double-edged sword right there, because if you got an airdrop farm and you're staking, yeah, definitely. What's the website on that?
Let me look. Let me see. Fluid.
And guys, that goes into what we're saying. It's like once you get past that part of transferring the ETH to your wallet, that's the hard part. That's the hardest part about crypto, is going from a centralized exchange and sending your ETH to your wallet. But once it's in your wallet, these websites they're fairly easy. If you have questions, there's usually some degens out there that'll help you. Like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Whatever. Yeah. And that's the simple part. So just get past the hard part. Just bridge some funds over, get some ETH in your wallet, and play around.
Okay, so I'm trying to send it here. I don't know why it won't let me share it, but it's Ox Fluid. So the 0x Fluid is their Twitter account. The actual website is fluid.instadap.io. But yeah, definitely something to look into.
Fluid. Say it again. I'm sorry. Fluid what?
So fluid.instadapp. So INSTADAPP.io.
pp.io. Fluid.instadapp.io. Fluid financial system of the future. And guys, just to show you, because I've never done this before, I've never been on this thing. I'm going to show you. This is another per example kind of thing. Wes literally just said this, right? So I'm opening a website. Like I said, the hardest part is getting your stuff in your wallet. Fairly simple layout. You want to lend or you want to borrow, right? I mean, so let's just say we wanted to lend. We would click lend. And it'll show you USDC, ETH, whatever coin you got, and it'll show you what they're paying, 7%, 2%, 7.21, 3.15. It's going to ask you to connect. All D apps are going to have a connect button for you to connect your wallet. So they're all the same, boom.
So there's, I think, so when you first get on, there's
I'm using
Ethereum.
The dinosaur, it's MetaMask, but it is what you would connect your wallet and you would click start earning. You would basically just deposit your ETH or deposit your USDC. So just shows you how easy these websites are.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all like that.
Siri, if you look at the top right, so you're on the Ethereum mainnet, and I think it's Arbitrum, Ethereum, and Base. But I've only messed around on Arbitrum.
Base.
But this is the only place I've seen that gives you a decent return on your Arbitrum too. So that's what I went ahead and did, man. It was just sitting in my wallet, dude. And I'm like, I need to be doing something with this, man. I need to be doing something. I don't want to force trade. You know what I mean? So this is what I did.
No, that's a good move. What is the? Because I don't want to have to go through all that again. What is it? Where's the ARB? Okay, so they're not telling me what they're paying on that. What is?
I don't know why. It should tell you right there, but that's definitely not it. Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, you guys, it's a one click button. I'm sure it's just my program's being laggy, but you connect your wallet. You literally click on start earning. You take your ARB that's in your wallet, and then it'll probably say stake. You click that and then confirm, and boom, you're rolling. So I'm just trying to show you guys that there's nothing to be scared of. There's no big bad wolf of DeFi. If you're still on the sidelines and you're just buying shit on exchanges for this bull run, let's say it's your first bull run and you're just buying like Shiba Inu, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, and you're paying $5 every time you swap, and you're doing it on crypto.com or Robinhood, and you're like trying to sell the top. There's 3 strikes against you. Number 1, you're paying taxes every single time you do that. Number 2, you're paying $4 to $5 on every single transaction. You're throwing that money away. Number 3, there's limits on shit. Like if you get caught with your pants down in a bull run on crypto.com, I don't know if this has happened to you, Wes, but this shit happened to me last bull run where let's say you had $25 worth of Shiba Inu and the market starts pumping and you want to sell your shit because it's going nuts, right? It's going up, it's going crazy. But guess what? Crypto.com has a limit on how much you're allowed to sell. So if you don't meet the minimum requirement of the sell, I've been locked out of trades before countless times because I was trying to exit my bags, but there's a minimum. It says, oh, you must sell 50 trillion Shiba Inu and you only have 48 trillion. Therefore, now you're stuck holding these bags. You're stuck holding shit that you want to sell. And now you've not only lost money, now you've lost time. You're punching your laptop. I mean, this is the shit you want to avoid. And when you're on DeFi, you don't have to deal with all that shit. You're not racing the other people, the millions of people on the centralized exchanges. So this is that next level. This is the intermediate level of crypto. And you've got to push yourself to do it because it's really the only way you're going to be sustainable and making money with crypto. Because if you're just trying to do what everyone else does on the centralized exchanges, you're going to screw yourself. Yeah.
I've never been, I mean, dude, I've used crypto.com since almost day one, Robinhood was my first one. That's the one, you recommended to me. So that's the first one I got was Robinhood. And then I kind of ventured off because I was looking for Polkadot. Remember, you were like mega bullish on Polkadot.
Yeah.
Guys, you got to remember, this is almost 4 years ago. And so I was, and so crypto.com was the only one that had Polkadot. So that's why I got crypto.com. And then I just started playing around and I absolutely love crypto.com and I recommend it to everybody. But
I do too.
But like Siri said, I mean, it's a centralized exchange and they control all that, man. You don't have the keys to your crypto there. That is not your crypto, man. You know what I mean? So it's very important. They have a DeFi wallet, you know. Siri, I don't think you really like the sex DeFi wallet.
I don't.
But I'll be honest, it's better than just leaving it on crypto.com. Yeah, I mean, at least you have the keys, you have everything. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how they trace anything back or, you know, the ins and outs of it, but at least they have that. Coinbase offers it. Now Robinhood has it. Crypto.com has it. So I do like Crypto.com a lot.
Yeah, Crypto.com and Robinhood. We would be interesting in sponsorships. You guys, we will bow down to no sponsors whatsoever. But Crypto.com and Robinhood, hit us up in the links below if you want to sponsor the channel.
Oh man, dude. So real quick, I watched that documentary, man. That We Will Dance Again. Have you ever seen that? Or do you know what I'm talking about?
What's it called? We Will Dance Again?
Yeah, We Will Dance Again. I think it is. It's about the Hamas terrorist attack that happened out there during the concert, the Nova concert or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit was heartbreaking, dude. Shit was heartbreaking, man. I don't know what made me think of that, but very good, dude, if you haven't seen it.
No, I have not seen it. And you know, we are going through crazy times with this World War III shit, with the elections, with all the religious wars, the political wars. And that being said, you know, we wish dude, the freaking hurricanes and shit that are local, North Carolina. I mean, good God, dude, like the shit going on up there with FEMA and the citizens. You know, I heard a FEMA officer got punched in the face because he was trying to block citizens that were trying to save people. And that was probably a punch well deserved, because let me get this off my chest, because that hit a home for me. Because if your job as a public official is to protect and serve the people of the country, I don't care what kind of officer you are. If you stop somebody else from helping somebody and you're not on your way to fucking help that person, shame on you. Yeah. You're not doing your job. You're not holding your oath of office. So I just had to get that out of the way first. But there's been a lot of videos on YouTube about. That's not to say that everyone in FEMA is bad, because I don't know. All I'm saying is the ones that I heard, and it could be a very, very small amount of people that are actually doing that. So I don't want to badmouth FEMA. I'm just saying that the one or two bad apples, you can't do that shit, man. If someone's trying to help and someone's trying to save somebody and they can get to that person before you, who gives a shit who gets the credit? Like, let them, you know, if they're willing to risk their lives to save another American, that's what America's about. You know, everybody coming together and shit. So
for sure, that
whole drama going on up there, I feel bad for those people, because they live in mountains and shit. The last thing they were thinking is that they were going to get flooded. Yeah, they live in high ground. Those people are, man, I feel terrible about that.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I have to go through something like that. And you know, the thing with me, man, the fire or whatever, like we lost a lot of shit, but to lose all of that, man, like your entire house and your car and then like the town's gone, dude. It's like, for me, I could have went next door and got stuff from my neighbor if I wanted to. But like these people, they literally had nowhere to go as far as like the local community and, you know, trying to get help, dude. And yeah, it's
dogs, really, dude. The dogs died. There's cats floating up the freaking, like, it was bad, dude. I don't know what the total death count is, but it was not a good situation. There's a lot of people banding together from South Carolina, driving up north. There's a ton of places. I can't tell you how many gigs we played. We played 3 gigs this week. And dude, every single bar, I just got to shout out to Myrtle Beach, dude. Every fucking bar in Myrtle Beach was holding donations. Like every single one was donating and shit. Like that, it was so good to see all the bikers and the vets. We played Voodoo Lounge, and we had the biker, the combat warriors, but they're bikers, you know. And I didn't know this, but my hat, dude, check this hat right here. See that logo? Oh. I bought this hat.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
I bought that hat in Wilmington because we were playing a show in Wilmington. And I didn't have a hat, and I was like, shit, I need my hat. And I didn't know what it was. The biker at Myrtle Beach goes, you fly in a Wilmington sector there, huh? I said, what are you talking about? He said, that's a Wilmington, reserve camp. That's a different army. He's like, that's not us, looking at me like it was a set war, like you tripping, homie. I was like, look, man, thank you for your service. I didn't even know. I had no idea what it was. I just liked the logo. I said, hope you ain't gonna get mad at me over it. And he's like, nah, it's all good. Yeah. But it was funny. But yeah, shout out to our service members.
For sure, man.
And all the people trying to help, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about it too, man. I'm like, dude, I want to go help. Like, I just want to go help. I don't know what the hell I would do.
Well, they're telling you to stand down. The big thing is a lot of the churches are letting you bring shit to the churches, so you can you're allowed to use the drop off points, but they were pushing people away from because the roads are fucked up. I get it.
Yeah,
the roads are fucked up. You can't get to the people. So, but the biggest thing about it was, these people that did have helicopters, private citizens. Now, I've watched a bunch of videos on it. They sent the guy away. He's like, he's a private citizen with his own helicopter. He's like, look, I'm going up here. I'm going to save these people's lives. He saved the man and his wife, took the wife, and was going to come back for the husband. And the people, FEMA or whatever, told him they would arrest him if he didn't stand down and leave the person up there. So it's just, it could have just been a couple rotten apples doing that shit. But even still, dude, that shit is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. If you try to tell Wes that he can't go up the hill to save his son.
Oh, dude.
Bro, you're going to have to arrest Wes. You're going to have to kill him.
They're going to have to kill him.
He's going to punch you in the mouth, and you're going to have it coming. Because if you try to tell somebody they can't help their family or their loved ones or their friend or their neighbor.
Yeah. They'll die trying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what was getting my blood boiling. GMB's in the house.
What is up, GMB? How you doing, brother?
We are seeing some green today, baby.
Little green day.
We're seeing a green day like back in my teens when we were cutting class. No. All green.
Got two OGs up in here. Two OGs. GMB Crypto Homes. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, man. So how you feeling about the markets, dude?
Will it hold? Is October here? Are we out of the red completely and we're just all green skies ahead? Or is the potential for that maybe one last little dippy dip? Is there a potential for that to come? That's what we titled the name of the video. And I think that's what's on everybody's mind. If that's not on your mind, you're lying to yourself. There's a little bit of a disbelief rally happening right now. People are like, oh, I don't know if I trust it. We're sitting right at 2.3 trillion, which is not quite 2.5. We don't have that go juice at 2.5 yet. But I will say this, the good side of it, we've been holding like a son of a bitch above 61. Yeah. So that 58 to 61 level, I mean, we're at 64 right now. So we're not only above 61, we're like, $3-4 grand above it. So it looks good. Overall, we're looking good, even though times are scary. I think the price we're sitting at, especially for everything that's going on, is a good level, man. But I want to see some charts. I want to let Wes pull up some Lux Algo. I want to see what the robots have to say. And let's see what some indicators have to tell us. My gut is telling me, of course, I still have that one doubtful side in me saying that we might need that drop one more time before we're off to the races. But I'm not gonna cling to that just because it's a little feeling. I'm not going to cling to that until I see some charts. So let's get into some TA. I'm gonna can you pull? You can pull your trading. Okay, let's pull it up, man. Let's dive into some charts. It's been about a week.
Do you know something that I just noticed? So look at the chat. If you look at the
laggy.
No, it's not that, but it says all, right? Do you see it at the bottom left? It says all.
Yeah.
And then you click on that, and it only has
Crypto Remora.
The Crypto Remora. So maybe
can't post comments to some destinations.
I thought it let us last time though on X.
I wish X members could comment. That would be freaking dope. Because
that would be nice. Very nice.
Very nice. My sister, she make a sexy time. She #1 in Kazakhstan. She number one with the sex in the mouth. I hope Liam's not there.
No. I'm outside, man. I'm outside.
Okay.
He's
All
in
right.
there
Good.
playing.
Good. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You'll be quoting Borat, man. That is not good.
Let's look at it here. All right. So yeah, it has been, dude. When was the last time we streamed, man? My bad for Thursday, man. I had some trouble on Thursday.
Dude, I was playing the gigs. You had to do what you had to do. Wes had a freaking flat tire on top of every damn thing else.
It was insane, dude. After moving, getting a flat tire, yeah, it wasn't a good day. I'll say that.
We had a good show, dude. We had a good show. It was a fun turnout, and they fed us well. They took care of us financially well, and there was a fucking ton of bikers, bro. I'm gonna put a video up later and show. I'm gonna put a mix of all the bike events we played this week.
Yeah,
but it was one of the best bike weeks I've seen since like 10 years ago, bro. There were so many bikers out. It was so good to see them coming back to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Man, it was awesome to see. It was good.
Yeah. So Liam had that soccer. He had a soccer game on Saturday. Had a soccer game on Saturday, so we had to go through Myrtle's Inlet and all that, man. And there's a lot of bikers, dude. A lot of bikers. I can't talk, dude. Like I'm losing my voice.
I was having that too. I took some honey, a shot of honey. It was my nose was getting congested a little bit. I don't know if it's something in the weather or what. So,
all right. So this is the weekly, man. Obviously, let's do a top down. Let's kind of see where we're at, what's happened. And just like last time, not much is going to change on the higher time frames on the monthly, on the weekly, but something that I'm keeping an eye on. This is Lux Algo real quick. Something I'm keeping an eye on. Obviously, we're watching this top trend line, this resistance area that we've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, multiple times, man, multiple times on the weekly chart. MACD is still not flipped, but I do expect it to flip any day now. When does this end actually? So this ends 7, 8. Is it in today?
You got 8 touches. You know my magic number is 9.
Yeah, dude.
You got 8 touches, bro.
Yeah, so we were talking about that, man. Like every time we've gone up to this little trend line here and got rejected off of it, we fall, and we fall pretty hard, right? I mean, you can see that in the charts here. What we haven't seen so far is a big drop from that area. I think we're down maybe 10%, 8%, something like that. So that's something that I'm kind of paying attention to. And we've also put in a new high. So right here, we were making higher lows, lower lows, higher lows. And in this previous swing high here, we actually crossed back over it. We closed above it. And then now we're coming back down to kind of retest that. So 1 second, buddy. 1 second. Here. So yeah, it's looking good, man. But like you were saying, Sierra, we're still not out of this, dude. We can expect, until we break out of this and we stay above it, close above it, retest it and keep going. This is still our range, man. There's no reason to say it's not, because it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And until we come out of this area that we've been in for so long, until we come out of it, dude, that is still the bottom trend line. That is still the top. So we can very easily come back down to those levels like you were talking about, Sierra, 48,000, 50,000. Until we're out of this, we're not safe from that. Liam, go inside, buddy. Go inside. Sorry. Even though it looks good right now, the fact is we're not out of this. We're not out of this now, trend.
Let me just, I'm the one that's been screaming from the rooftops to 48K. I've been the bear, right? Recently, in the last couple episodes, I've been the bear. You've been the bull. What I'm looking at on this chart, like you said, I agree the range is there. I agree we're not out of the range, but holy shit. I see a bull flag in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, those purple candles.
Yeah.
That's a bull flag. It went up and now it's like you said, it hasn't dropped down yet. Look at that bull flag.
We've gotten rejected so hard. Every time we hit the top.
This could be like, you know what I'm saying? This could be, if we don't drop back to the bottom of this range, this could be enough strength to that could be a bull flag pattern at
Yeah.
least to get us above this channel. So it does look better than the last one. You could see the last time the purple candles went up to the top, you kind of went up, you got exhausted, and you got wrecked. You just came right down. Whereas this time you kind of went up, and then you're forming this little bull flag dip, which to me shows strength. And like you said, the MACD looks like it's about to roll over.
Yeah,
so let's see, dude. This could be it, man. This could be the one we've been waiting on to get the hell out of this range.
Yeah. Yeah. So on the weekly, I mean, not really much has changed. We're still in this range, like Siri's saying, but it does look better. If you notice here, man, we were making higher highs, higher lows. And then this time when we hit that resistance level, we made a lower candle body from the wick, made a lower candle body. And then now we're making a lower candle body and a lower wick. And then we're holding up as support right there at 62, 63 on the weekly. We still have 6 days. 6 days. This is a brand new candle right here, and this is a bullish candle, man. I mean, they tried to push us down on this candle here, and the bulls said, "Nope, we ain't having that shit, dude." So they came back up, pushed the price back up, and not only did we push it up, dude, we've pushed it up into a very critical level, in my opinion, which is going to be above 61, 62.
Yeah.
So on the weekly, that's what I'm looking for. And guys, as far as the fractal pattern, we're still looking at this. We're still looking at this crossover. This is the last time Bitcoin got a crossover. And that was right back here on the MACD, right? So I am watching that. And I think that, we got a little bounce off of it here, but we didn't cross it, right? We didn't cross it. And then, so that's what I'm looking at as far as Bitcoin on the weekly, on the higher time frames. We're looking good, but we still got to get out of that range, dude. And I want to see the MACD cross. If the MACD crosses and the RSI is looking good, I would look for a retest after we break above that resistance. I would absolutely look for a retest of that resistance and then go long, dude. We've been held down for way too long. When we finally break out, bro, it's going to be insane.
So is your retest level would be somewhere around 64,500?
Yeah, something like that.
To enter the long. So what Wes is saying, you guys, is if you get that massive run, let's say, bull market, we go to 66 and you're like, let me put a long in and fucking bet everything right now. That's not what Wes is saying. Wes is saying be careful because they could run it up to 66, 67, 68, and then all of a sudden drop it back down. But when they drop it down, right, wait till it bounces. So if you get a bounce off of that $64,500 level, like if you see a run up and then it comes down and bounces off that level, that's the bounce he's talking about to enter a long. So if it holds as support, that's where you go long. You don't go long. Like if we have a breakout tonight and it starts going towards 66, you don't necessarily want to FOMO into a long. You want to wait for that correction. So that's important. I think people definitely need to learn that lesson.
Yeah, let's just put it like an imaginary little trend line here. And then pretty much like what we're saying is from here, don't put the long in where the arrow is now. You want to wait for it to come back down, retest that as support, and then go long. And I think that is going to be the major play here, especially for the people that swing trade, the weekly time frame, the daily time frame. This could be a nice move here. But we've taken out this previous lower high, and we've made a higher high right here. So the trend has shifted, and it's looking good, man. It's looking healthy, man. Looking very healthy.
There's a lot of bullish sentiment right there, dude. I mean, there's a lot of bullish things in that chart. To be honest with you, I don't see too many bearish things in that chart. Like I'm trying to look at the bad side, and not a whole lot is popping out at me.
Yeah. So this right here, this is the daily. Let's move down to the daily. This is without Lux Algo. Real quick, man. Lux Algo still, so when the candles are purple, that means that it's low volatility and we're just, crab market or whatever. But keep in mind, this is a weekly time frame. So it takes a while for these things to play out. Momentum has shifted to the upside. We got our momentum wave pushing up. Smart money flow still in the red. So we're not getting a lot of money flowing in from the whales, but it is starting to, it's starting to go in the upwards direction, which is good. That's what we want to see. So I'm just watching the MACD. I think when the MACD flips and then we break to the upside and get above 65, that's when I'm going to say, okay, let's look for the retest and go long. Let's see. On the daily, excuse me. On the daily, man, look at the RSI, dude. RSI is chilling, man, right in between this level. I marked this level a while back because
center.
I see that we consolidate in there a lot, man, throughout these little trends of going sideways. But we just kind of retested that what is that? The moving average, right? We've kind of retested it, and the last time we did this looks familiar to this. And same thing with the MACD, dude. Look at the MACD and then the RSI. So all that looks phenomenal, dude. On the weekly
confluence chart there, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, on the weekly, on the daily chart, you know, we still haven't moved this, man. This has been that move that we were watching the entire time. We started off with this little move here, right? That was our first wave. It was our first impulse move from the Elliott wave, and that ended us right here, right? So we came up, got rejected, held this area of support, which is going to be about 57 to 58, retested that previous resistance, came up, came out of it, and then we found some new resistance, and it acted as support. So we flipped that resistance into support, and we're moving up from it, dude. That is bullish as fuck, dude. That is such dude, that is like picture perfect, a bullish Elliott wave here. But I mean, you can see it, man. We hit we had our resistance here, and then now it's acting as support, and it acted very well as support. I mean, look at that, dude. Not only that, man, we had this, you know, this trend line that was acting as resistance that flipped into support as well, and then we have the resistance level that we were looking at on the weekly that we got rejected off of. So what I'm kind of expecting here, man, at least on a daily, I think I made a post yesterday to look for that resistance at 63. We cut through that. And then next was going to be about 65. We hit 64.5, got rejected off of it. And now we're kind of sitting in between this area. So I'm almost thinking, man, we might even consolidate a little bit. You know what I mean? We could consolidate a little bit or come back and, you know, retest this low right here. But as long as we don't go below that, this Elliott wave is still in play.
That's as long as we hold basically 60,500.
Yeah, so 60. So here, 60,500 is kind of the mark in the sand, the line in the sand. That if we fall below that, you can cancel this out, and then we'll probably get a reversal to the downside, and that's when we'll start looking at 57 again, and then 52. But so far, man, it looks good, dude. We're looking to break above this. So this is on the daily, man. This was our previous high here, this area, right? We came up, retested, and we already broke back through it.
We broke through it.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that it's still an important level, but I think we need to focus more on taking this higher level out, because now this is our swing high. This is our local high, our swing high for the wave 3. And that's what we need to take out to continue on this Elliott wave and put in that 5th wave. So that is going to be our next level. And you can see it a little bit more when I switch it to the 4-hour. You can see how we consolidated here. And then Lux Algo put a order block right here. So that's the area I'm watching now. As far as the daily goes, we're getting a little resistance here from that correction wave, right? They say correction waves happen in 3. So this to me was kind of like that little correction wave. We're getting a little resistance there, but it was also a little level of consolidation. And I think that's kind of like what I'm looking at now, man. It's just getting through there, getting through that level, 64, and then having to push through where this order block is around 65, 66 on the daily.
Yeah, it's funny how we got that slightly higher high, and like you said, we cut through that level we need to get above, but we only stayed up there for like a second, and then we came back down. And unfortunately, I think that a lot of what you're seeing right there is like as if you were zooming in on with a microscope. The Bitcoin price action is kind of zoomed in. Like, let's say this was under a microscope, and if you zoomed out, the total global market cap is, I think, directly a good chart to look at, because it shows you that it's like looking at a bigger picture, backing out away from all of this shit for a minute, because, and I don't know if you saw that chart I posted. I took 2 pictures of it of August 8th, I believe, where the dip happened, where we went down to 48,000 temporarily.
Yeah.
And I took a screenshot of where Bitcoin's price was on that date. And then I put it side by side with the total global market cap to show that, you know, the total global market cap chart really does perfectly line up with all this stuff, because it's all the money coming in and out. But my point was the correction that I was seeing on the total global, which was what was throwing me into the scent of us possibly going back down to that level, right? I didn't call for a black swan. I didn't say that the market we were going to have World War III or none of that shit. I just said that the total global chart was calling, begging for a correction, and it played out. And so now that the likelihood of us going down there is a lot smaller than it was. So even on the bearish side, I feel like the charts are looking good. The Elliott wave is looking good. The strengths in the market we're holding. Could we have a dip? We could have that quote unquote black swan dip back down to 48K. Let's just call it the black swan dip just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
But if you thought the last one was short lived, that happened, and it was only a couple days, then this one, if it were to happen, would be even shorter. So I guess we got to kind of keep our eyes and our ears open on current events. We have to watch out for this new shit with the wars. We have to, unfortunately, pay attention to all that shit, because, you know, countries pull money out for war. Sure. I mean, think about it. You know, you pull money out of your investments. Sometimes if you are overinvested, you got to pay a bill. You pull some money out. I mean, like that. You asked me the other day, you said, Nick, I hope you left that short open, because I had a short open.
Yeah,
I did, but I had to pull money out to pay bills. So I had to close a trade because I was already like at that breaking point. But my point is, the countries are no different, right? Countries invest in crypto and stocks and all this shit too. So when a country needs money for war, if they have to pull some out, they're going to pull some out. And that's what you're going to see it reflect in the total global. You're going to see that liquidity get pulled out. And if that happens again, that will be the catalyst for Bitcoin, in my opinion, to possibly go back down towards the bottom of that channel one more time. I know no one wants to see it. No one wants to hear that shit. I get it. But, dude, we're so right here that I don't know. I guess because we've been in it for 4 years, it's just not even that big a deal to me if we do.
Yeah. Which channel are we? Or what are you looking at as far as let's go? What targets do you have for the downside and to the upside?
So my upside target's dead on with yours. I agree. We have to get to that 64 to 65K, right? I believe we have to take that level out. And then even if we get to that level taken out, you know, 72K is still the big force to be reckoned with in the room. That's the one that's going to be absolutely crucial, and it's not going to be easy. But let me bring this up, see if it'll bring this up here. Just give me 1 sec.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
I'm gonna pull this chart up because it's easier for me to pull the actual tweet of the picture I took, because it shows the charts. All right, so let me pull this up real quick. This is what I was basically saying with you guys know, I mean, you probably heard me talk about this to death, but this is the one I made on October 6th. I said, hear me out. You know, I see one last fast dip down to 53K, which is still way above the 48K, right? And I'm saying not because of the war, but because the market maker gap. If total global market cap falls again below the 2 trillion mark, like happened on August 5th, then that puts Bitcoin around 53K. So what I was saying is, this is a picture of, on the left, this is August 5th, right? If you can see, I can't really zoom in, but August 5th, you can see that the total global dipped to slightly below 2 trillion, right? So you see this dip, right? Boom. And what happened, we came out of it basically quickly. It was such a quick dip, but If you look at the date, August 5th, and then look at the date of what Bitcoin, this is the price of Bitcoin on August 5th. When that happened, you can see we were at $53,000. So what I was saying is, and you could see how quick Bitcoin's price even dipped. Look at that V-shaped recovery. It's like boom, and then all the way back up, right? You had one more fall slightly around that area. And this is what I was kind of saying last week about the potential triple bottom, right? The potential triple bottom I'm talking about is not necessarily on Bitcoin. It's on the total global market cap. So if you go back to total global right here, or no, not that one. I'm sorry. See, the price of Bitcoin moves a lot more fluidly than the total global, but
yeah,
the triple bottom, I guess, would be on Bitcoin, not total global. But if we drop, we're $300 billion away from that right now. So I don't see us necessarily. I think it'll take some very negative sentiment news for that to happen at this point. So I'm just saying that if it does happen, then I'm calling for $53,000 Bitcoin. If you see that total global drop, I believe that's the level we're going to go to. But that's only if we lose $300 billion we have to lose in the market. And that doesn't happen very easily. That's a substantial amount that would have to leave. And I mean, not saying it can't, dude, because I've watched $150 billion come in and out within 20 minutes before. So I don't want to say it's impossible, but based on the charts we got right now, dude, the $48,000 level is probably hopefully not going to happen. But the $53,000 level, it just depends on what the news at this point.
Yeah.
I hate to say that because I hate depending on news for Catalyst, but I just think that we should keep our eyes open on the world around us a little bit, just in case. Because if the world panics, if world panics about World War III shit, or the elections, or something else happens with Kamala and Trump, or whatever, anything, any little mouse could spook the elephant in the room, right? If anything makes the elephant jump, then I would look out for a $53,000 Bitcoin with the potential for a quick drop to 48. But that's only on catalyst of bad news. So I don't want to make that prediction, or I'm not making that on TA. I'm making that on sentiment and psychology of the market. So, but for right now, my low target would have to be on your chart. Actually, let me pull yours back up. So I would say the very ass end bottom of that channel. So for my short-term call, 61 is my floor, 65 is my roof. And like I'm on page with you going sideways for now. But like I said, if sentiment happens, if World War III scares, or the storm, hurricane, any other little bullshit, I would be seriously watching total global market cap, and I would be watching it like a hawk, which I will be doing, you guys. So Wes, I watch that thing every day, all day. So as soon as if I see any kind of drop, I will tweet about it, and you guys will be the first to hear about it. I promise that. But other than that, if we don't see that happen, I think what Wes is saying is going to absolutely play out. I think we'll get a little sideways and down, a little more boring shit. I don't think it's off to the races yet, but I don't think it's bad either. I think if we go sideways, we build more strength, then we're going to be ready for that 72K. It's like we need to crush the 72K level. When we go back up to it, I don't want to hit our head again, bro. Like, because you don't want us to go up to 72K and fucking hit our head and then come down. Do you guys really want to go sideways for another month? I don't. So if we're going to push it to 72, let's do it with some fucking energy. Right? Let's go to it with a lot of energy, and with energy means money. We need more money coming in. We're at 2.3 for total global. I don't like that shit. We need to be above 2.5. Once we get another 200 billion in, we get another 200 billion in the total global, and I think that'll be the gusto. That'll get us above 72. That's rocket ship engaged, dude.
Yeah, I agree. And it's just kind of like a what if moment right now for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been going sideways and down for so long that everybody's sentiment is like, whatever, dude. Like, it's either going to go down, it's going to go up. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? The only people really panicking are the new people coming into this space. And I think they get that vibe. If they're new coming in right now, I think they're kind of picking up on that vibe that the OGs are like, we don't care, dude. Like, if it's going to go down, we're going to buy more. If it goes up, cool. We're going to be looking to take profit. But I will say on the weekly here, man, I just want to note this because while we're talking, I noticed this. And, you were saying we need momentum. When we go up to 65, 72, mainly 72, let's focus on 72. But every time we've gone up to those levels, those critical levels, man, we've already been exhausted, right? You can see here, just on this resistance, level going down here, you can see that the RSI was doing the same thing. When we hit it here, we were we were exhausted when we tested this first, right? And then we came up and tested that downtrending resistance here. We were way above overbought. Then we tested it here again. We were overbought. Like, it's not much, but we were overbought, right? We were over that 50, 60 or something. So we were over that 60 level threshold. No, that's the one I made. We were well above the 50 into the 60s the last time that we tested it. And right now, dude, we're just barely above. We're at 53.4, looking at 64 and looking to break through it. And even back here, man, if you zoom in on the daily, you can see that we were upwards more around 60%, 60 on the RSI. But here, we're chilling right there, dude. We're chilling right there on the threshold. And I think we do have enough momentum to push through 65 for sure. And I think the correction that we just had was very much needed because this was a very healthy move, man, going up, these last couple of weeks. It was much needed and it gave us the time to chill out. But now I think we're ready to push past that resistance, man, and get above it. After we do that, I expect a nice cool off, dude, to get some, to level out, gain our energy, and then look to push, past 71, 72.
So maybe the potential, what you're saying and kind of what I'm saying is this could be the reversal we've finally been waiting for. We could get above this damn 64K, which we got to get above. But let's say we get above the 64K. Maybe we go up to 72K. One more time, have a cool off for one last time, get our footing. And then the next move will be the move putting us above 72 finally. Like, in other words, so we both are kind of guessing that maybe we go up to 72 one more time, smack our head one more damn time, come down and cool off, and then the move happens, which would put us end of October, possibly, slightly end of October before all new all-time highs, like real all-time highs, like $83,000 Bitcoin all-time highs.
Yeah.
It could happen, dude.
I think, what you're saying is correct, dude. Like, I think that we just need to see where everything's at, man. All the oscillators, all the indicators. When we're up around that 71 and we're looking like we are now with plenty of room to move, then I'm bullish. I think we push through it, retest it, and keep on moving. But the likelihood of that happening, I mean, if you look at that all-time high mark, this range here, we've only hit it a few times. So I do think possibly more retest to get into this channel here. And maybe, bounce around a little bit, consolidate before pushing up, into the 80s.
Does that put us into November though? Does that mean there's no hope for October? Because if we hit our head 8 or 9 times, like I tend to think is the golden rule for Bitcoin, let's just say 8 or 9 times. Well, if you go back, zoom out, we only hit that 71 to 74K range. We've only hit it 3 times, and now we've kind of stayed under it for a while. So, shit, do we drag on until freaking November, bro? Like, in other words, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we halfway there at least? I feel like maybe best case scenario, we hit 72 one more time, come down, and then go through it. Worst case scenario, we have to hit our head on 72K 4 more times. That's my worst case. And I don't want to see that shit. I know everyone else don't want to see it, but that would definitely put us into November. That would mean there's no hope. That would mean the hunt for red October is here. Like, not red. We're not going backwards, But
Yeah.
we certainly wouldn't be seeing all-time highs if that were to play out that way, which is not the end of the world. We're talking a couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
who gives a shit? If you've been holding like for 3 years like we have, 3 weeks ain't shit. Just saying.
Yeah. So I think, just looking at this daily, man, we still need to see, because this just started, right? This right here flipped into support, right? Resistance flipped into support. Now we want to kind of see the same thing with this, right? We need to get above this previous swing high, and that's that 66, right? So that's what I'm looking for, man. And until we get up to 65, 66 and come back for that retest, that's when I'm going to do a big trade, big swing trade for, a couple weeks or a couple days, depending on how it plays out. So if you're a long-term trader and you're looking for like the ultimate setup, I would think getting past 65, 66 or test, then going long, as long as everything else is looking good. That's what I would look to do for a long-term swing trade.
Yeah.
And then after that, man, we'll get our little correction. It could bring us back down to 66, after getting the 72, come back down to 66. And we'll just have to see when we get there, man. It's hard to really say right now. But as of right now, that's what I'm looking for. So get above 65, 66, look for a retest, and then go long.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's pretty much what I'm seeing, barring any World War III Black Swan shit. And then we already told you what the levels were for that, right? We already said 48 to 53 potentially. But even if we go there, right? Even if we have Black Swan, we have World War III fears, blah, blah, blah. I showed you guys the duration of how long we stayed at 48K. You're not going to get 48K for like 2 weeks. So if you see 48K Bitcoin, if something does happen, that doesn't mean you go, oh, well, I'm going to be a genius. I'm going to wait for it to go lower. Because if you do that, you're going to get wrecked. That'll be your last entry of the year of this bull run. So I'm just saying with a grain of salt, if we get something crazy like that shit to happen and you got a little cheddar on the sidelines, don't fucking wait for it to go lower. Don't get greedy. Like, go in. Like, that's a good entry, bro. So even if we drop that low, that's a golden opportunity. Like $48,000 Bitcoin 10 years from now, you're going to be wishing for. You're going to be praying, man, I could have bought it at $40,000. I could have bought, $4,000 or $400 worth. Like, you're going to be kicking yourself. So don't scrape over pennies over this price action right now. You'd be shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. So on the 1 hour, man. So this is like where you want to find your entries and your exits. So looking at the daily gives you all your critical levels. The 4 hour, just kind of tightens that up a little bit. And then the hours where we really want to be looking for our entries and our exits, right? So these are the big levels on the daily. And you can see, man, I've already gotten rejected right here. There's like a double top, right? So I'm expecting to come back down and then retest this next level, 62,000, before pushing back up. And I think that would be a good entry for the short-term traders. If we, push up, hit that again, and we've already went through it, put a little fake out and came back down. But if we come back down again, I think that, it could be a good entry for a long to push it back up into this range again, 62 to 64. And not only that, dude, that would give us some weird, ugly ass, almost inverted, head and shoulders.
Yeah.
Right.
Which will put us up around that $68,000. I'm just guessing here. If that inverted head and shoulders played out and you measured from the peak to neck, boom, that would put us above 68,000 actually, if that played out, right?
Yeah, it's an ugly one,
but it's ugly as hell.
It's ugly as hell, but nevertheless, it's still
there.
It's there. It's there. It is there. So yeah, man, look for a little resistance on the short term.
That one looks better than the one I was talking about last week. That one I was talking about last week was a long shot, Jack.
Yeah. This
one at least has the shape of a head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders. The one I was looking at was an inverse Batman head and shoulders. But I was, I had to look at it because I'm still just like, what the hell are they doing, bro? What is their next move? Yeah, it's a little stressful trying to trade these markets. That's why it's like that's why I pulled the trigger and just been doing LP and LP and all over the place.
LP all over the place.
That's it.
But I'll be honest, man. I do think that once we get up to 72, and we'll, obviously we'll talk about that when we get there, but it will happen. Like, it's going to happen, and just when. And we were talking about market sentiment too, and how these whales manipulate the market, man. They see that. They see that we've gotten rejected on these levels so many times that retail's now thinking, all right, next time it hits that level, I'm going short, because that's what the whales are doing. And then we know what happens after that, man. You lose your ass because you're trying to do what the whales are doing.
Yeah, definitely not easy trying to outsmart these guys. It's like fighting. It really is like fighting Sagat from Street Fighter 2 Turbo on very hard mode, and he just whips your ass. Just ass whipping, or like Shao Kahn the first 5 times in Mortal Kombat. You're gonna lose. It don't matter how good you are. He's gonna whoop your ass 5 times in a row. Get you mad as hell, get you to the point of tears or crying or giving up, and you never want to play a video game again. And then he'll let you win 1 round, right? That's kind of what these market makers are doing to us out here right now. They're just, oh, there's a dip. Oh, there's a dip. Like, oh, are we going? They're just dangling the carrot and they're playing the game. But I think if you have the perseverance to hold through all this bullshit, maybe make a couple of trades here and there. Make the big trade when it comes to you. Let that trade come to you. Wes is going to wait for the price action to come to him before he goes into this trade. He's not rushing into it. I think if you follow those rules, put a little liquidity aside that's earning some interests in the liquidity pools so you're not boring yourself, you're not over trading, right? I think if you do all those things plus hodl, when the trade comes to you, I think you'll do very well. And I think your long-term bags are going to go up. Is it going to happen in the next week or 2? We'll see. Let's see what the weekly candle close shows. Like Wes said, this is a brand new candle. We don't have enough information yet to really make the call. Is OCT-OVER still a thing? As of right now, it is. There's no reason why we should say that it couldn't happen, that October could still happen. It absolutely could. Even though it looks scary-ish right now, the charts are showing good shit. So as long as we get above that and hold that level, I agree with what Wes is saying. I think that we have a good potential now. Just keep your eyes on the news a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't let the markets get spooked. We gotta watch that. But elections are right around the corner too, bro. November 5th in the U.S. is elections, you guys.
Yeah, it's right around the corner, dude.
The 3 weeks we got this Kamala and Trump shit, and then thank God one of them will be president, and everyone will shut the hell up. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, bro, because it's just been 3 years in this country. It's like, shut up. I don't care what side you're on at this point. Just everyone's giving me a headache, dude. Let's go. Let's get it done. And hopefully it'll, be for the best. And hopefully we won't have any more crazy black swan stuff go on, and we can get back to normal-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Something I want to kind of point out too, because I always forget to look at, the bearish side of things. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a little bit better about that. But something else that we need to pay attention to that's important is this a reversal from, we've been in this uptrend for shit, dude. When did we first go into? Yeah, September 6th. We've been in this uptrend, right? We still haven't put in wave 5, so that's why I don't think this is going to happen. But we could, man. I mean, they could mess with us and just bounce it around here for a little while. You know what I mean? Before going up. So that's something we got to keep in mind too. But as long as we don't fall or close below 60,500, then this uptrend is still intact and we're still bullish. And we could even come back down for a double bottom before heading out. And that's kind of what I'm saying, is we could consolidate in between here, at least on the higher time frames. But as long as we stay above 60,500, this is still looking good.
Yeah, I like that pattern you got drawn right there. That's pretty much my guess. That's my best guess for this week, barring any crazy bad news.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get some crazy good news for once,
Yeah,
right?
it would,
I
man.
mean,
It
shit.
would.
I mean,
That it
I mean,
would.
when's the last time we had that kind of thing going? It's like, I don't
Right.
know, 2019 maybe was the last time we had some good news. It's only been 4 years. What's
Only
4
4
years?
years. Only 4 years.
But I don't think it's too far away. And back on the sentiment train just for a second,
Mhm.
Elon Musk speaking at Trump's thing was a big
Yeah,
deal, bro.
that is a
We
big
didn't
deal.
really talk about that, but that was a big deal.
It is. It is.
Very big deal for crypto because
Mhm.
they're both bullish on crypto and they're
Yeah.
both how should we say, they're more lenient on crypto, much more so than Gensler and the current administration. So that's like the dream team for crypto, baby. I mean, if Trump brings Elon on and Elon has anything to do with the financial side of things, I mean, you're talking about the richest man in the world. He might know a fucking thing or two about money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You got the richest man in the world working on money with the United States and helping with crypto regulation. You know, the other thing that nobody talks about is all these licenses Elon's been getting all year.
Oh
He's
yeah,
been
man.
getting money transmitter
Dude.
license in every state all year long, you guys. I don't think he's doing that for a waste of time. He's doing something. Something
He
big
is.
is going to happen.
100%, dude. And we actually talked about that, Siri, about
We
dude, it was
put a
at
show
least a
out on
year.
it.
It was like a year, maybe
Yeah, we had a show on it.
year and some months, dude. Like when he first started doing it, we were all over that shit, dude. And we actually talked about it in the show.
You can actually there's a menu and it's hard to get to because they kind of want it hidden right now. But there is a menu on Twitter right now that you can get tipped in Ethereum
Oh yeah.
or crypto. You can actually literally be tipped by your fans in crypto. And we need to look into that
I
again.
think it's through a third party, but most of those things are.
Yeah.
Most
But
of them
either
are.
way, it's still interesting that he's way ahead of the curve on that. He's just been racking up licenses all year long.
Yeah.
You know, each state, Rhode Island, I don't know if it's Rhode Island or whatever, but I saw him get state after state. And I was like, damn, he's up to something. He's doing something.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, dude. 100%. Let me get your thoughts on Ethereum, man. Ethereum and Solana. What everybody's like so bearish on Ethereum right now, dude. What is that all about?
I think they're being bearish on Ethereum because BlackRock's telling them to be bearish on Ethereum because they're buying it up. I think BlackRock is accumulating Ethereum right now.
So this is a whale move.
It's been my theory for a long time, bro. They've been just trash talking it and getting everyone negative on it and just trying to like, you know, because if you think about who's Wall Street's biggest competitor right now, it's Ethereum.
Yeah.
If Ethereum wins, Wall Street's going to be in trouble. So Wall Street likes to take both sides of the bet all the time. They don't like to lose. So what they do is they bet on both fights. If there's a fight or a war, Wall Street's betting on both sides. And then once they see a winner start to prevail, then they shift all their money to the winning side. That's just the way Wall Street works. Yeah. So what I think they're doing right now, they've accumulated the shit out of Bitcoin since it was down at 15 grand. I think what you're seeing now is that shift. They're taking some of their gains from Bitcoin maybe, and I think they're diving into Ethereum and they're stacking their bags a little bit. That's what I think is going on right now. I think that's why you have this off balance action.
Yeah.
And it's just a theory. I don't have any proof. I'm not looking on chain. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I just feel like that's what Wall Street's doing. They're keeping the sentiment low, right?
Yeah.
They're keeping like, oh, don't pay attention to Ethereum right now. Don't worry about Ethereum. Don't really pay too much attention to Solana. Don't worry about it because they're packing their bags. You know, I think once you start seeing everyone talk about how great Ethereum is and how great Solana is, I think that's going to be the time when you're going to want to sell because I think that's going to be when they're getting ready to dump it. But I don't think you see that until you're not going to see that till next year, 2025. That we got some time before that happens.
Yeah, something that I'm just now seeing after drawing this out. This could potentially be if Ethereum drops back down to form almost like a little double bottom. That would be a bearish head and shoulders. But we're in. I can't remember the fucking rule of thumb, but it's like if you're in a bull run, like if you're in a bull trend, then the bear bearish, like in head and shoulders, you don't pay attention to them. Or maybe it's the opposite way around. I can't remember. But we are at the bottom of this, dude. We are at the bottom of this. So I think the head and shoulders isn't as significant.
Yeah. I think you're right about that. I think if you see a pattern, I think you're right. And I think that's what I was seeing last week with that crazy Batman head and shoulders.
Yeah.
It's almost like it doesn't hold any weight. It's just, even if you see that pattern, sometimes it don't mean nothing. Like,
yeah. I think it's like you look for the inverted head and shoulders in a bearish trend, because aren't they reversals? I think the head and shoulders are reversal patterns, right?
Yeah, because they're not continuation patterns, because they change the direction. They're a reversal pattern.
Yeah. So I guess that's good, because we're in a little bearish trend here, and it's a bearish head and shoulders, so it doesn't really carry as much weight. Yeah. This is kind of what I'm expecting, dude. Ethereum looks so weak compared to Bitcoin, and I love Ethereum. I mean, look at this is the same movement that Bitcoin did here. Where are we at?
Can I just have a motherfucking moment of silence for this small chronic break? I just want y'all to see. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see what my little MFN NPC is doing right now?
Dude, I was looking at it earlier, man.
Can y'all see what that's doing right now? Go, baby, go, is all I got to say about NPC, because, man, that son of a gun goes, bro. If that thing goes, that's going to be my winning bag, bro. I'm rooting for that bag to go up, and I've still been holding on to, like, for dear life, holding on to it. Like, oh my God. But yeah, dude, it's running well above 3 cents right now, which is great.
I was actually looking at it earlier, man, because I really want to buy some, but I don't want to like FOMO in. I want to get a nice dip, dude, even though it's probably not going to come. I feel better that you're holding some at least. So,
and I'm holding it for dear life, man. I'm holding it. I was actually thinking about trimming some of my portfolio around and putting a little more in, but then, as soon as you do that shit, it's like as soon as you cut from another coin that's like not moving, then that coin moonshots. So I don't really want to do that. I want to wait and throw some new capital if I can. But yeah, Wojak on-chain dynamics was getting a little bit of a move, not a whole lot, but NPC is killing it, dude. For what it is killing it. It's doing good for a little low cap.
Trying to find. I was trying to find some targets. All right, let's see what Lux Algo's got to say. Excuse me. Bitcoin on the daily, we're still under this this buy signal here for Lux Algo. What the fuck is this thing called? Dude, I'm all over the place right now with the moving and all kinds of shit. But yeah,
that's the not the smart money flow. You're talking about the flatliner.
Yeah, it's Chase trend catcher. This is the trend catcher. It's still
the super
bearish.
guppy that everyone loves. That everyone hates that name. The super guppy. That's what zombies.
I love the super guppy, but I think I have it in here saved too. But yeah, so we got the buy signal. We finally, we got this smart trail crossed over, so that's looking good. We got 2 confirmed on that, and then now we're just waiting on this catcher to flip green. Let me make sure I'm on the right. No, I'm way off. Hold on. It might be important. Might be a little important. All right, so we got the buy signal. Actually, we got that back here. And then we had our smart trail confirm it. And now we're just kind of waiting on the trend catcher to flip green. And when that happens, buddy, when that happens, man, it's go time, dude. Smart money flow is looking great, dude. We have momentum pushing to the upside. We got our green dot confirming that. And then look at the smart money, dude. Look how deep it is. You see when it crossed that threshold there? Let's see. This thing doesn't work like the other ones. All right. So, yeah, you see how it crossed this green threshold here? That gives it a threshold. It says when it crosses into that means it's like mega bullish, dude. When we go cross that threshold, mega bullish, man. So smart money flow is looking good. Momentum's looking good. Still under the buy signal. I think we're going to get a nice little retracement before we head back and push above 65. That's kind of like my last. That's what I think's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't have any arguments with any of that. I think I can agree with everything you said. The only thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be waiting on you to make a post if you see that smart money. Really do that flip. If you once you see that MACD pull, if you see that MACD get any damn closer to the green, I say you make a tweet on it, tag me in it. By the way, Hunter from Arbitrum followed us this morning
on crypto.
Hunter followed Crypto Remora this morning.
Nice.
I tagged him. I said, please give us a follow, Hunter. We've been making content on Arbitrum for years. You know, we're content creator. He was like, word, and then gave us a follow. And I also tagged you in it, so he should follow your personal as well. But yeah, dude, Hunter is one of the lead devs over at Arbitrum. So that was a big follow for us. We're glad he gave us a follow. We are huge Arbitrum proponents, huge Arbitrum fans. So that was a big deal.
Love Arbitrum and everything they're doing. Yeah, dude. Like if I ever do anything on DeFi, it's Arbitrum. It's on Arbitrum, dude. Always. And it always will be, man. It always will be. And the only reason I even mess with anything else is for an airdrop. You know what I mean? But Arbitrum is the go-to for anything I do with DeFi. Absolutely love it.
Are you going to stay on here for a minute?
No, I'm getting off, dude. We're about to go hit the pool and walk on the little walk here, little trail.
Well, I think we pretty much did everything we needed to cover. Injective's looking good today, Crypto Home says. Shout out to Injective holders.
Yeah.
And GMB, I've had gigs all week. And Wes, you know my phone. I can't. If you guys are on the phone in the chat and you're talking, I can't respond on the phone because it's a piece of shit. I do need a new phone. But when I'm on the laptop, like I am right now, I can go into the chat on the other screen. So if you guys don't see me responding, I'm not being rude. It's because of my phone. But I had a busy week all week. So did Wes. But I fully intend on jumping on GMB and getting some more Cardano stuff going on.
Let's
for the next episode for sure.
When we get done here, dude, let's go ahead and fix that. The account.
I like I said, I don't think it's just the account, Wes. I think it's got to do with this Walmart phone. I bought this phone for $95 in 2020 when I first started my crypto journey. I bought it from Walmart. It's a Samsung Galaxy A20, the Walmart version.
Yeah.
And this son of a bitch has lasted me 4 years, so I can't really knock it too much. I bought the laptop and the phone the same day. And it's done very well, but you can see the screen's all cracked. It's definitely, I've got my money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
But it closes all my Twitter chats. Like any chat I'm in, Boner Patrol, Sanko penises.
Dude, that is so funny.
I mean, most of my alpha chats have something to do with winners. Don't ask me why. But the most intelligent minds in investing in crypto tend to have the alpha chat names have something to do with the wiener. It's just the way it works. I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules. That is funny, man. That is funny. I think I'm going to exit my position in Sui for right now.
It looks a little overheated. Slightly.
A little bit.
But it could run. That's good. Sui.
Did I do take profit levels on that?
Probably not. We don't do that.
Wow,
we don't do that shit around here.
Yeah, who cares?
Profits. What the hell is that?
Fuck is a profit? Let's see. I want to see what Lux Algo is saying. I'm going to take profit here. All right, man. Holy shit. All right. So first take profit is going to be, this is for Bitcoin on the daily. First take profit is going to be at that previous high, 66,000. And then the one above it is going to be 70,000. 70,000 kind of, both very critical levels in my, from my point of view. So yeah, Lux Algo. I need some water, dude. Like I can't talk today.
I need to get another shot of honey. Honey was helping my allergies and shit. I don't know. It's something in there. And Florida's about to get rocked. GMB, you make sure you're safe down there, man. That freaking thing is headed right to you, brother.
Wait, there's another one, dude?
Yeah, there's another one. GMB, be safe, man. Make sure you got a backup charger, all that shit, food, water. And if it gets too radical,
bro.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, come to my place, dude. You can stay at my place, bro.
Come up to the beach, brother.
Let's go,
Worst
dude.
come to
Let's
worst.
fucking go.
But yeah, it looks like it's heading right across Central Florida. It's gonna hit dead on where I was last week, hanging with GMB in Central Florida there. So just be careful, man. Doesn't look that great.
Yeah. So on the 4 hour for Bitcoin, dude, we got a confirmed buy signal here, the smart trail flip and the trend catcher flip. And again, that's going to be 65 and 67 on the 4 hour. So that makes me feel good. And same thing on the 1 hour. Yeah, we're about to push up to 65. Maybe we can break it this time. Break it and stay above it.
Yeah, we got another gig Friday, man. Which thank God, because we did those 3 this week. On the 3rd show, my throat was gone, man. My freaking vocals were gone. They were gone. I was struggling to get through it.
I wish I could have made it, man. I'm sorry.
I haven't played 3 shows back to back like that in freaking 10 years, and I was like, oh, I'm fine. I had a day rest in between. I went to sing like the 3rd or 4th song. My throat started getting scratchy. I was like, oh no. You just know you're like, oh shit, my voice is about to go. But I got about 4 or 5 days now before this, Friday. So hopefully I'll let my voice chill a little bit. And but yeah, dude, we got a couple more coming up. We got one more at Voodoo. We got one at Tidal Creek Brew House. You should bring Liam to the Tidal Creek Brew House show. It's outdoor. It's all ages.
Yeah.
Like people bring their pets and the kids. It's like they got to open. We'll be outside. It's like a beer garden, but they have like shit for kids to do and everything. It's all ages at Market Commons. It's a real nice place. It's called Tidal Creek Brew House.
What day is it?
That one's on October 8th. October 18th October 18th, and then we got November 24th.
Okay.
But that's all ages, man. That's a cool one. That's a cool place.
Hell yeah. All right, brother.
There'll be all sorts of girls there for Liam.
Dude, he's funny, man. He's funny when it comes to the girls, dude. This thing he's been doing lately is like just straight up saying it, dude. Like he doesn't care if we're in public, anything. But it'll be me and him in public somewhere, and he'll be like, "Dad, she's pretty. Go get her number. Go get her number." It's funny, dude. It's so
he
funny,
gets that from his dad right there. That kind of game. He got that from daddy.
Yeah, he might have.
Wes was not shy about telling a girl if she's looking good back in the day, boy. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, I mean, they got to know. They got to.
All right, let me pull our exit stuff out. You guys, thank you for hanging with us. Sorry we had to take a couple days off, but we needed it for in real life stuff, and we didn't do it on purpose. We just did it because we had to take care of some stuff.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back and fired up, man. It's coming. This is going to be a good month, dude. It's still looking good.
Yep. Laser focused, people. Laser focused. And a way to be laser focused is to be subscribed to the channel, share, and like. Like Siri said, I don't make the rules. It is what it is.
Don't make the rules around here.
We don't make the rules.
Follow them.
Crypto Homes, GMB.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.